What's up, everybody? It's your boy Hendrix. You know what time it is. 7:30, Wednesday night, May 19th. Happy hour with Hendrix. Oh, and tonight's show. Oh, you know what I did? I went blank. I forgot the name of the show. Oh, the game of life. Checkers versus chess. I'm sorry, y'all. I had I had a geriatric moment there. My apologies. But anyway, we're going to get into tonight's show. But before we do, I want to give a special shout out to the Kimball High School class of 1997. 24 years at the game. 24 years. I can't believe it's almost been a quarter of a century. We've been out of high school for damn near a quarter of a century. That is crazy. However, my body tells me, not so much, dude. But anyway, as we always do, I need to know what you're sipping on, what you're drinking on, what you're smoking on. Yes, I know them first two are the same. I know this. Hey, Alicia, how you doing, sweetie? I know these first two are the same, but we've been doing this for over a year now, so you should be used to it. All right. So before we get into tonight's topic, as always, I want to let y'all know that viewer discretion is advised. Show is for our opinions only. We really don't give a damn what you think. However, we prefer you be at least 18, minimum. But our preference is actually over 21. That's what we prefer. But you need to be at least 18 because, I'm the kind of person where I'm sorry. Look here. You don't put me on speakerphone because ain't no telling what's going to come out my mouth. However, I do speak truth. Sometimes my truth is just a little blunt and it's a little aggressive. And for all those that, hey, you can't watch the show live on Facebook or Twitter or Twitch or YouTube, make sure you follow the podcast on whatever your favorite podcast platform is. Now, just a heads up, today, we actually made a post. Today. The way you can get the podcast on any platform you listen to. All you got to do is click the link. It'll take you to Anchor FM, who's one of our sponsors. And then whatever you prefer to get your podcast, whether it's Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Breaker, Beaker, I don't know. It's too many out there. I'm old school. Look, I don't get into podcasts like that. I know 3. Spotify, Apple, Google. Them the ones I know. However, we got a plethora of other different platforms that you can listen to the show. And we got listeners worldwide and want to say, hey, we appreciate y'all. We see them numbers coming in. Keep up the good work. And thank you for your time and donations because we do appreciate donations. Now, getting into tonight's show, game of life, checkers versus chess. Now, the reason I brought this up tonight, and I'll be just bluntly honest, the last couple of weeks have had me thinking about some things because you all know that I do struggle with lupus. I'm a lupus warrior. Only about 10% of lupus patients are actually males. 90% of them are women. So when you're looking for a lupus support group and you're a man, don't go that well. However, there are some different avenues of getting support. This is why I bring this up. We all need a great support system. And that support system sometimes is best from people you don't even know, people you have never met. You'd be surprised the support you get from people you don't even know. Oh, look at that. Q on point. Check us out on Anchor FM and then select your favorite platforms. Yes, Q, you got it. Q working this engineering. Hey, Q got StreamYard jumping. Hats off to the brother because, look, I tried to engineer like 2 shows. Epic fail. Epic failures. So, look, give Q all the props on engineering. He behind the scenes for those that are watching us live. And, hey, we appreciate you, Q. You're a little scatterbrained sometimes, but, hey, nothing but love, bro. Now, getting into the show. Like I said, sometimes your support system can come from people you don't even know. And this actually leads us into our beauty of the week because we're going to jump into this early and then we're going to continue the show. So our beauty of the week is Miss Raisha Smith. Now, this girl is bad. She is bad. She has a company called Every Dope Girl. Young lady has not reached the age of 30 yet, right? However, she has started this business. It's about 3 years old. And let me give you the premise of the business. What they do is they help women get into their business ventures, and they also help young ladies become entrepreneurs. Not only that, they expose young ladies to STEM, so science, technology, engineering, and math. They actually expose young ladies to this. So this is our girl Raisha Smith. Hats off to her. MBA from Rice University. I'm sorry, Rice University, and got a GPA of 3.9. Girl is bad. She's bad. And I'm not just talking about beauty on the exterior. I'm talking about interior. She is radiant, and doing something like this that helps women, especially when you're going to grad school yourself and you start your business and then your exposure. This is how bad she is. Just example. Business is not even 3 years old, barely 3 years old. So she new business. However, when you get the attention of Beyonce and you got Beyonce backing you, look here, you have to be doing some things. So hats off to Miss Raisha Smith. She is our beauty of the week. And remember, that's Every Dope Girl. So if you have a young lady or yourself, you're interested in starting a business venture or looking into STEM or whatever the case is, no matter what you're doing, whatever hustle you got, make sure you check out everydopegirl.com. And hey, link up with Raisha and trust me, she'll take you to the right spot. Now, jumping into the show. Again, remember what I said at the beginning, just a few seconds ago. Some of your biggest support comes from people you don't even know. Miss Raisha Smith is proof of it. Lupus support group for men. I tried to go to one for, they had this generic lupus support group. I was the only dude in there. It was supposed to last an hour. I was in there for about 20 minutes because the entire 20 minutes they were talking about how lupus impacts women and their lady functions. I'm sorry. I didn't want to hear about that. I really didn't. So I hopped on the Facebook, did a little my own research, trying to find a lupus support group for men. Found one. Only one on Facebook. They can get groups for everything on Facebook. Only one support group. However, the fellas in the group have been very, very helpful as I've been going along this journey. And here's the great part about the group. Not only as a new member to the group, I got a lot of love, a lot of support, but as other brothers come in, black, white, Hispanic, Asian, it doesn't matter. You come in the group, you acknowledge, everybody acknowledges you. They ask you if you need any help. Brothers are willing to give you their phone number. They ask you what area you're from. Hey, you want to meet up? Now, this is pre-COVID, of course. Now it's a little more difficult. However, these brothers will text each other. They'll check on you. Support system that I never would have thought I had, I got it. And so it made me start thinking about life in general, right? How are you viewing your life? How are you playing the game of life? Because I say game of life, but it's it's nothing fun. It's nothing, playful about it. It's a very serious thing. However, it depends on your approach and how you approach the game of life that will dictate your end results. Now, some people may think, well, life is like checkers. You make real simple moves. You take one piece, you move it, you take another piece, you move it, and you try and get as many pieces as you can to the opposite side and take as many of your opponent's pieces off the board as possible. Basic guidelines to checkers. However, if you look at life, it's rarely very simple and straightforward, right? You usually have a lot of variables that impact the moves you make. So if you look at life as checkers, you probably won't see all of what's coming at you. However, if you take a step back and approach the game of life as in chess, and understand that sometimes you're going to have to give up a little bit to make forward progress. Sometimes you're going to have to take a step back to eventually make forward progress. Sometimes you're going to have to make different moves with different aspects of your personality, different aspects of your skill set to move forward. In the game of checkers, every piece is equal. In the game of life, all your skill sets, all your knowledge, all your family members, your support system, everything is not equal. Some things hold greater weight than others. But for a checker piece to have greater weight, you have to make it all the way to the other side of the board or make it to the finish line, and then you can start moving and grooving like you want to. If you look at life like the game of chess, certain pieces innately have different moving abilities and they can do different things, like your skill sets, right? You follow my vibe? So you have to look at all your skill sets and see what's important. It doesn't only apply to you making progression in your life, but it also helps you in relationships and how to deal with people. Some people have game of life. Yep, that's right. Game of life is all about moves and counter moves. Absolutely. Some people in your life are considered pawns. They can come and go. You really won't miss them. Then you have your specialty pieces or people, like your rook, your knights, your bishops, your king, and your queen. So if you understand these different moves that these different pieces can make, you can understand that every time you're advancing, it's not going to be necessarily straightforward. Sometimes you have to go up one and over to the right two, or back one over to the left two. See, that's the move of a knight. However, the forward progression you're going to make and that person's providing in your life is going to do different things. It's going to be able to allow you to see the game of life at a different perspective. So you always have to keep these things in mind, right? If you were playing checkers, you just make one piece move, make another piece move, and the objective is very, very simple. There's no strategy in it at all. The only strategy is trying to get to the other side and take somebody else's piece. That's it. In the game of chess, in order to win, a lot of the times, you don't even have to take all the pieces off the board. You have to put the other person or situation that you're facing in such a position that it has to give up or they have to give up. So you put them in a corner, you box them in. And that's not always a straightforward thing sometimes. Sometimes you have to give up a couple pieces. Those pawns in your life, you have to give up a few pieces, people that aren't really important to you, some habits that are not really important to you, that aren't really going to affect you in a positive way, and it won't hurt you if you lose them. But some of y'all don't hear me though. That's okay, because I'm going to learn you just a little bit tonight. So when you make these moves in your life, you have to think very strategically. You have to look at the entire game of life, because sometimes we'll get so focused on losing a pawn that we leave our king exposed. You leave your queen exposed. I'm going to show you how it flips into a relationship. You got a king. King can only move one space at a time. However, when that king moves, it's very powerful. A queen can move all over the board in any direction that you choose. However, that queen, at the end of the day, that queen is always protecting that king, or at least should be protecting that king. Now, again, some of y'all gonna miss this, so you might have to rewind and come back. But if you know anything about playing chess, look up the moves of all the pieces on the board. See how they move. Understand what their function is. Understand that some pieces are meant for defensive measures, some are meant to attack. That's just what it is. You have some people in your life that are meant to defend you, like your parents, your siblings. However, you also have to have their back and make sure that when you move, you make sure you reciprocate what you've received from them. See, you got to understand that sometimes that you may lose upon or certain aspects of your life that you have to let go so you can elevate your game. Like me, when I'm playing chess, usually 3 to 4 pawns, I'm okay with losing. Well, Shimmy said so many women miss what I said. Shimmy, I understand that. This is why I told them to go ahead and rewind it, play it back, so maybe they'll catch it. But what I'm saying is, when you're making these moves and you're looking at your strategy, you have to make sure that you're looking for the overall best advancement for your entire squad, your team, or just if you're looking at it as you as a person, your entirety. Everything has to move forward and advance with its entirety. You can't move certain pieces all the way across the board and be like, hey, I won. Life is not like that. You have to move strategically. You have to look at all the different aspects and understand how every move you make can have a positive and negative impact on you. And you have to weigh those out to make sure that when you make a move, that it's the move that's best for you in your entirety. It's the move that's best for you and your family in its entirety. Because everything's not going to be all hunky dory. No, you lose chess versus you losing checkers. How many people out there are proud to be a checker master? Right? Nobody strives to put their whole life into playing checkers. However, look at how many people are chess masters. Very few. You may think, oh, that's a nerdy game to play. However, most chess masters play maybe 20, 30 games a year. So you look at it like one every other week or so. They making $250,000 easy to play a game for money. But they put time and effort into studying all the moves on the chess piece. They put time and effort into not only making attack moves, but counter moves and understanding how things can come at you and dissecting different situations and figuring out, hey, what's the best way for me to resolve this in a positive way so that the outcome is in my favor? Even though that may mean, hey, I got to step back a little bit. I got to lose a piece here and there. But at the end goal is to make the other person either trap their king or make them quit. All your problems can be solved depending on how you look at them, right? All your problems can be solved, but it depends on how you view them and how you choose to resolve them that will differentiate whether you're playing checkers or chess. See, when you're playing checkers, it's very simple. You lose a piece, okay, you move to the next one. You lose one piece, you move to the next one. All the pieces are equal. When you're playing chess, you understand that not every piece of your life is equal, doesn't have equal value. Some you're okay with losing. It's okay to give up some bad habits. It's okay not to go party all night. It's okay to actually go to work on time and put in effort to get your career on the path that you want, right? It's not okay to come in to work late every day or be late or miss work. It's not okay. It's not okay to sit out and party in the middle of the week, knowing you have to be up at 6:30 in the morning, but you out at 2 o'clock at the club kicking it on a Tuesday night. See, if you was playing checkers, you only worry about that next move. When you play chess, you worry about that next move and the next six at the same time, trying to understand how that's going to impact you now and in the future. Everybody's not going to get this. I'm going over a couple of people's heads, and I get that. Everybody's not ready for this message. I understand that. But what I'm telling you is, when you're ready to receive this message, it's gonna make a whole bunch of sense, right? It's gonna make plenty of sense. So before we get ready to get up out of here tonight, I just want to remind y'all, remember, game of life. We're playing chess, not checkers. And make sure you check us out on mastergas.com. Check out our website, mastergas.com, and check out our YouTube channel. You can catch all the previous shows there, or, you know, you can hit up your favorite podcast platform. You can catch all the shows. We got all the shows back from season 1 up to date. So had a little intern help us out, get us all current and up to date. And now when the shows play, next day, boom. Shimmy says, hey, I had a show, so yes, I was out on a Tuesday night. Shimmy, that's a different story though, sweetie. You wasn't out at a party kicking it. You was out trying to promote yourself and get your comedic career, keep that pushing, right? Because that's your passion. So you have to work your day job until your passion can take over and pay them bills that your day job is doing. See, that's not a game. See, that's a chess move, because you're giving up sleep to follow your passion, and yet you still grinding at your day job. See, that's the differentiation. So remember the lineup of the shows, right? So tomorrow night's Tuesday night, you got MTG After Dark. My best friends sleeping with my mom. That's the topic. Whew. Y'all know they get into some crazy stuff, but that's past my bedtime. And this Friday, I know last Friday we were supposed to have ladies' night, but that's cool. We're gonna redo it. Had some stuff come up, but it's cool. So we're gonna do it this Friday night. It's ladies' night. So it's come get in the bed with the MTG ladies. I believe I said that right, ladies. If I got it wrong, I do apologize. But make sure you catch them Friday night about 7:30. Look here, Mo, Shimmy, Arbor, and they gonna be by themselves. Ain't no telling. And then they gonna be in the bed. Look here, I don't know what they gonna get into, but yeah, we'll make sure we check it out and see. And don't forget, if you have a young lady that is, that you would like to nominate, or if you would not like to nominate yourself for MTG Beauty of the Week, we're looking for women that are making boss moves in the community. We want to shine a spotlight on you. This is not a sexist event. Not trying to have, sexy women. And again, I don't have nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with it if you're sexy and doing your thing. However, all we need is a headshot and a little bio. So hit up our website at mastergas.com, or you can email us at mastergas@gmail.com. Send us a little short bio and a headshot. Tell us why you deserve, or the person you're nominating deserves to be MTG Beauty of the Week. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. We've had some bosses come through. We've had some bosses, and this is just the first time we've been doing this. So it's a bunch of young ladies out there doing the thing. And again, I'm not mad at you. I just want to put the spotlight on you to make sure that the world sees you. Because the world we live in, ladies, I will be honest with you, you do not get the support, love, and admiration that you deserve. So, Hendrix, I'm going to be your boy. I'm going to help you out. I'm going to make sure you get a little bit of it. I can't give it all to you, but I'm going to give you a little bit. But I need you to be making moves in the community and helping other people out, not just grinding and getting yours, right? Because, again, we're playing chess, not checkers. If you focus on only one thing, you're going to lose sight of something that could be very critical. All right? And with that being said, y'all, I'm out. Oh, wait, I forgot. Before we go, you can actually text us now. You can text your nominations, 972-904-2398. That's the MTG line. So we actually have our own phone line. So you can text the nominations. Again, that's 972-904-2398. And hey, if you're listening to us on the podcast, make sure you check out our YouTube page for May 19th, 2021. You scroll down to that, boom. You click on the link, it'll be right at the bottom for you. So you can pause it and write it down and shoot us a text message and holler at us, all right? So with that being said, y'all, hey, it's been Happy Hour with Hendrix on a Wednesday night. I will see y'all next Wednesday. Again, I'm gonna do my season finale June 13th before we take our summer break, like we always do in July. So, with that being said, I appreciate y'all. I love y'all. Take it easy. And peace.
I hit recorded drop, you can't ignore it. I'm transforming now these cars and planes, I'm always boarding. Just out touring down in Charlotte like I play for Hornets. When I'm performing, never boring, now you can't afford it. Champagne Perrier, finished friends on my face, looking like a